Background: Meredith Kircher was a 21-year-old British student studying at the University of Bristol, and she was in Italy as part of a study exchange program. She moved to Perugia, a beautiful historic city known for its universities, in August 2007. Meredith was ambitious and had big dreams for her academic future. In Perugia, Meredith rented an apartment with her American roommate Amanda Knox, who was also a student in the exchange program. The two young women lived together in a 3-bedroom apartment, which they considered a new home. Their relationship was good, as they shared many activities and enjoyed student life in Italy. 2. The crime. On November 1, 2007, police discovered Meredith Kircher's body in her apartment. The body was found in her bedroom, covered with a blanket, and there were clear signs of violence on her body, including wounds to her neck. Police were called to the scene after Amanda was unable to reach Meredith throughout the day. When police arrived, they found signs of a break-in at the apartment, with a window broken. Meredith's apartment was in disarray, with furniture overturned and belongings scattered everywhere. 3. Initial investigations. After discovering the body, police began collecting evidence. They examined the crime scene to gather any traces that could help identify the perpetrator. Some DNA samples were found at the scene, and fingerprints were taken from various items. Police began to investigate Meredith's life in Perugia and questioned her friends and acquaintances. Initially, there was no clear evidence, but suspicions began to focus on Amanda Knox and her Italian boyfriend Raffaele Solicito, who both had some ambiguous details about their whereabouts on the night of the crime. 4. Turn in the investigation. On November 6, 2007, 5 days after the crime occurred, Amanda and Raffaele were arrested for murder. Authorities based their decision on several pieces of evidence, including forensic evidence. Amanda's DNA sample was found at the crime scene. Contradictory statements. Amanda's and Raffaele's accounts of their whereabouts on the night of the murder were inconsistent. Possible motives. Investigators believed the murder could stem from personal disputes or conflicts among friends. 5. Media attention. As the trial began, the case drew international media attention. Media outlets covered every aspect of the case, from minor details to sensational testimonies. Numerous rumors and stories emerged regarding Amanda's life and the nature of her relationship with Meredith, increasing the pressure on her. The trial. Amanda and Raffaele's trial began in 2009. There was a significant amount of testimony from witnesses, along with forensic evidence collected by investigators. The court listened to testimonies from investigators, friends, and family. Testimonies. Amanda's testimony. Initially, Amanda provided a different narrative than she had previously given, claiming she was with Raffaele at his home that night. However, she was subjected to intense questioning from the prosecutor. Witness testimonies. Witnesses provided accounts of seeing Amanda and Raffaele together on the night of the murder, but some testimonies were inconsistent, raising questions about their credibility. 7. Forensic evidence. The prosecution used key forensic evidence, including DNA evidence. Amanda's DNA was found at the crime scene, which increased suspicions of her involvement. Forensic analysis. Evidence was analyzed using modern techniques, but Amanda's defense presented counter-evidence suggesting that the test results were unreliable. 8. Initial verdict. In December 2009, the court convicted Amanda and Raffaele of murder and sentenced them to prison. Amanda received a 26-year sentence, while Raffaele received 25 years. 9. Appeal. The defense immediately appealed the verdict, and the case continued to garner media attention. In 2011, the conviction was overturned due to insufficient evidence. Amanda and Raffaele were released, further complicating the case. 10. Retrial. Despite the overturned verdict, the case continued to be in the news. In 2013, the court convicted Amanda and Raffaele again, which added to the shock and controversy. 11. Legal issues. The controversies surrounding the case highlighted the issues with the justice system, questioning how evidence and testimonies were handled. There was also significant focus on the media's influence on the trial. 12. Outcome of the case. In 2015, Amanda Knox was retried and ultimately acquitted of the charges. Raphael was convicted again in a separate trial, but that conviction was eventually overturned. 13. Social impact. The Meredith Kercher case had a significant impact on both Italian and international society. The story served as a warning about the effects of media on justice and sparked discussions about legal issues and the rights of the accused. 14. Impact of the crime. The story of Meredith Kercher remains one of the most complex and horrifying crimes in modern history. Her memory endures, serving as a cautionary tale about the consequences of crime and justice. 15. Conclusion. The Meredith Kercher case is not just a murder, it is a story of life, friendship, and justice. The mystery of who was behind the crime continues, leaving a lasting impact on the families of the victims and society as a whole. This case continues to represent a fascinating study of justice, the investigation process, and the influence of media on criminal cases.